Welcome, welcome, welcome. The time is here. Pal World 1.0. We've been waiting for this game. We have been so excited. The last month has been nothing but me wanting to play this game. Really not able to focus on anything else. So we are excited to be here. Let's see, before we jump in, what do I have in my pal box? I forget the keys. I haven't played in so long, I kind of forget the keys. Alright, so I didn't really put a lot in the global pal box, just a couple of the things that I always found to be a pain to breed for. Right, like I've got a few, my 4-star Bastagor, right, with some really powerful traits on it, was really my boss killer before, and a couple of base Anubai, a few base pals up here. Some of them, I didn't even finish all of their traits. I didn't breed them out, but just watering pal, fire pal. I always want to have a cow to be able to get the milk for making cakes, right? And this one had workaholic, lucky, and work slave, and I think positive stinker is also not terrible for being in the pin. My Gale Claw, not a big deal, but I love the Gale Claw glider, so I put one in here. Got a nice Jetragon. I actually stole this from a friend in a multiplayer game. He did all the breeding for it, but it seemed good enough that I'm like, yeah, I'm going to take that. And Orzhok, once I need my oil bases, I need a good lightning pal, and Orzhok was always kind of a pain. Okay, so I skimmed the patch notes, and I didn't know what to expect with this, but they've increased the work traits to a maximum of 10, so I didn't know how that was going to look in-game. Our cow has a farm of 2, right? Galeclaw has a gathering of 3. Yormantide, watering 7. Yormantide Ignis, fire 7. Orzhok, lightning 8 out of 10, just out of the box. He doesn't have 4 stars, right? That's just what he is. We got gathering 8 on Jetragon, although I don't think I've ever used him in a base, right? My Verdash, which I use to mostly cover a wider range of abilities, right? He can plant, he can gather, he can transport, he can handiwork, he can even chop wood if there's nothing left to do, which is really low on his priority list, but it's there. A nice, like, mid-game pal, doesn't necessarily excel at anything, but does okay at a few. This one here is all about my planting and my gathering from that planting, harvesting, that's the word, and even some medicine use, and looks like it's pretty good. Maybe not completely in-game, but good. If we're considering, like, the Yormantides to be more in-game, the Orzhoks to be more in-game, we're looking for those base 7s and 8s is probably where it's going to land, especially before we start dumping the stars into it. And like a Bastagor, right? I've got 4 stars, so we can see it's woodcutting 8, mining 7, and freezing cold 10. That's pretty impressive, right? And then my Anubis is 664. Also not bad, but when we think about, before they would have been on par with the Yormantide Ignis's fire ability, they kind of got a little bit of a hit. It's kind of a little bit of a nerf to them almost. But anyway, let's jump in. Let's create a new world. Palagos Island version 1.0. I think it's important to say version 1.0 whenever we can. Alright, so this is going to be multiplayer. I might have a friend that jumps in and plays. Wants to be able to jump into my world, right? Alright, let's also go into custom settings, and let's see what we might want to adjust. I don't want to adjust experience, capture rate, none of that, right? Just looking at what we have partially, I do have a couple of things in mind that I want to adjust that just, it feels better for me playing the game. Work speed might be one of them, but I don't think I really do. Structure deterioration. We want to turn that off. I don't love that one. kind of want to turn off carry weight, but I'm not going to. Not yet. I might turn it off later. Maybe once I hit like mid or late game, where to me carry weight becomes less important. Early game, it's like, okay, wait, I'm gathering a bunch of stuff. I do need to be conscientious of what I'm doing, especially when I'm not in base 24/7 for my resources. Raid events. Yeah, I think I will leave raids on for now. Just there are some unique pals that you can get, or access to pals earlier than you normally would through raids. Kind of makes you think about things a little bit. I'm going to turn off the death drops just because I don't I don't want to be like swimming around and die in the middle of the ocean and not be able to get my stuff back. Not that I do that often, but I think it's important. Guild members, number of bases, so we're going to drive that one up, right? Number of work pals, we're going to drive that one up. No limit on structures. Good, good, good. We don't want randomizing for this one. We do want fast travel. Not doing any of the hardcore stuff. Cool. Alright. Feeling good. We didn't adjust much. The other thing that I was thinking about turning off was egg timers, and I guess I probably should do that. Alright, yeah, let's go back and adjust the egg timer. I really don't want to mess with egg timer, but I totally missed it. Oh gosh. We're not doing egg timer right now. It's fine. We're probably not going to have eggs for a little while. Oh, we're on the beach. We're on the beach in 1.0. How exciting. The towers are the key. The tree holds the truth. We can actually get to the tree, supposedly. I'm so excited. Let's see what happens. Alright, we got our little tablet. Wonder how the Wi-Fi is out here. We'll never know. Alright, I've never actually gotten anything good from this chest down here, but my starting habit has always been to run down here and try to hit the chests. Like I said, never really gotten anything good. Let's see how our luck starts today. Some gold, never mad about it. Training and low-grade medical supplies. Again, nothing like massive. Yeah, we got +3 experience for exploration. There was one game I jumped down. I think there's some additional chests that I can get down there, but right now it doesn't really feel worth it. Chest drops have been readjusted, supposedly, from perusing the patch notes, but not something that I'm necessarily worried about. Now this I'm excited for. There's a lot more weapon slots, right? You can get additional weapons, up to 4 accessories, which I think were in the last game. You got your spear, modular, glider, shield, body armor, head armor. So exciting. Just lots of stuff going on, right? Tech tree, we've got a maximum level of 80, including there's a wing pack, so you can fly on your own, so you get more party diversification, I guess. You don't have to be locked into carrying a flying pal. Let's talk to this person, because that's our quest. You shipwrecked. It's been a while since anybody wasn't reeking of pal. I was a part of a scouting party tasked with bringing back information from the unknown island to my homeland. This island is hell on earth. Everyone's already gone. All of them snuffed out by ferocious pals. Hey, you, hand me that device over there. Hand her a device. She quickly gets to work. This is new, right? Like, I think before she just gave you some wood and stone, maybe. There, installed survival guide for you. Fruit of our literal labor, sweat, tears. Help one person, then we'll sacrifice. Wouldn't be enough for nothing. Blah blah blah. Lots of words, right? There's definitely more story. There's a small settlement short ways ahead. You can get there. Help you. Be careful out there. All right. So really, just hey, we're here. This person just kind of starting us off, right? All right. Open the menus. Check out survival guide. That's good. Where? Survival guide. we've seen these guys, but haven't really interacted with them yet, right? We've leveled up. We got some tech points. I mean, we're gonna tech into all of that. Where is the survival guide? Options menu. Option. There it is. Survival guide. Boom. All right. So we got this. Now we've played before, so we're feeling pretty good. Pick up fallen branches, hit trees, get wood. Open build menu, place primitive workbench, location of your choice, then craft something with it. All right, so we're just gonna kind of pick up some stones, pick up some berries. There's some leather too. Just do some quick pickups as we're running through here. Whee! Alright, I guess one of the benefits of having played before, we know a little bit about starting locations, right? So, let's swing over here and get this information in this chest. I'm not sure how much has actually changed around the world. I'm not sure where I'm thinking about building. Ooh, got a nice green outfit right off the rip. Green outfit, not a huge advantage or anything, right? It's just kind of like if base would be considered like a tier 1 and greens are tier 2, and with this low of armor, it's probably like literally one more armor point. Like, really nothing when we're thinking about it. But it's good to have nonetheless. Let's quickly check my options. I want to make sure my graphics are set in a good way. Yeah, everything looks maxed out. That's what we like to see. I knew I maxed them out before, but again, updates means they might have changed default levels. Kind of said, so far we've picked up 2 treasure chests, right? And neither one of them had pal spheres. It's obviously something we're going to be looking to craft early on, is a bunch of pal spheres. We want to make sure that's going to be the root of our experience. The more pal spheres we can get, the more experience we can get, the faster we can move through the game. Alright, so there's 3 pal spheres. That's going to be important for us. Look at this. The game is beautiful, right? This is why I love the big distances turned on. I mean, just right here from the starting area, we can take a peek and we can just see forever. We've got our low-level oil rig over there. We can even see the tower way off in the distance on top of that mountain. We can see the one way, way out there on top of the snowy mountain, the tree, the desert tower over there. Are there more towers, or are those the new watchtowers? There's one there and one there. Those might be the new watchtowers that help with exploring the area. Either way, exciting stuff. You got some old ruins up there. I don't remember seeing those before. I'll be honest, I never climbed up there, but pretty cool to have access to that. Oh, what's that? There's like a giant shielded area over there. That's interesting. Huh. Totally sidetracked, but that must be the new islands. The islands where you would go and collect the... It's illegal to be there, pals. I bet that's what those are. So, initially, and I don't know if this is just because I didn't pay attention to it in the older version, or it might be more prevalent now. Oh, look, there is an egg. I do need reduced egg timers. I guess I don't have an egg incubator yet, so it probably doesn't matter. The world feels a little bit more, maybe condensed. Like, I have definitely played through all this before, right? But I don't remember from the starter island, or at least where oh, there's a treasure chest right down there. Being here and being able to see that island with its travel point, the oil rig over there, the oil rig over here, all the way out there. Like, does it feel like it maybe is accordioned in a little bit more? I haven't explored enough of the map itself to hit M and see that on the big map, but like even this lagoon over here, maybe it's just because of where I'm standing and how it looks, but it maybe feels like it used to be more grand. So See, this is why we turned off the drop everything on death, because sometimes I do stupid stuff, like just trying to jump across a chasm that I really have no reason to jump across. But it's probably fine. Okay, so where are we? We're over here by Chill It. We can continue that way and go to Chill It. We definitely don't need to be doing that. Our quest is build the primitive workbench, which we know is going to give us introduction into actually building tools and starting to progress with crafting. Getting an axe, getting a pickaxe opens up stone, haldium, allows us to start looking into crafting spheres, which, like I said, is a huge gatekeeping. Oh, they moved the effigies. I was excited to see one of the new PAL effigies, but it just doesn't exist right now. Alright, let's, before we try to swim across this, I should have a couple more stamina points. I don't want to die here, right? Because I gotta swim across the water and then climb up the rock. And I know it sounds silly, but I definitely feel like in one of the older versions, it was probably before things were adjusted, I definitely remember drowning in that pool just trying to get to the effigy of all things. A little increased stamina never hurts us. We're going to hit these chests, of course, as we're running by. We're now far enough into the game, there are PAL spheres laying around. We love that for us. We're going to just continue to explore as if it was our first time in the world, because it essentially is. Every other time was early access time. Now the world is completed. It's ready for us. Let's capture this guy. He's by himself, so we'll just punch him for a little bit until we feel like we can have a decent capture rate. Nothing else should aggro onto us because he's pretty much by himself. And I want a chunk blocker, for lack of a better way to put it. These little penguins from hell over here are sometimes really aggressive, so having a PAL to toss out can be really nice. This is not one that I'll normally stick with, but he is good for early bases. Since he can, or at least in the past, he could plant. So I could get some berries set up with him. Anything that you guys want? Oh, there's our first PAL effigy. Alright, let's see what we got. Good morning, good morning. We are playing PAL World. Alright, so this is just one of the old effigy designs. Nothing new. Look at that snatch animation, though, as we get our Lift Monk. Our Lift Monk effigy. Alright, we still don't have... What is that? I want a puppery, whatever this thing is. He's got a stick in his tail. Come back here. We're gonna be friends. Well, I had to chase you down before. Please stop attacking me. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I feel like you're not being very nice to me. I will punch you. Woo! Haha! Got them jukes, homies. Got them jukes. Okay, we're out of stamina. Hold on. Stop with the chompy chompies. Come back here, sticktail. Now. Be nice and stay. Alright. Donde? You don't? Donde? Oh, you're way up here at the top. I expected you to be further down. Alright, while in a party, increase player's melee weapon damage by 10%. Okay. And you do gathering, you do a little bit of wood cutting, and you do a little bit of transporting. Interesting, interesting. And you only plant, which I think is what you did before. Improve logging efficiency by 30% and reduce weight of all types of wood About 40%. Now, types of wood, that feels like a new sentence. I don't know that I would have considered types of wood to be a thing before. I wonder if that means you have wood, you have fiber, right? Like those both come from trees. Oh, I gotta get that Vixie. Oh, Vixies are important to me. Oh, I'm probably gonna die doing this. Alright. Fox Spark, you used to not be aggressive. That seems to be the case again. So Vixie is important. Vixie used to have the ability where when Vixie was in a farm, Vixie would drop Pal Spheres. So it was an easy way to keep your Pal Sphere count up without having to constantly create Pal Spheres. So that is important to me, because as I said earlier, the more Pal Spheres I have, the more work that I can do, the more experience I can gain, the more I can expand my Paldex, Palpedia, as they like to call it, right? So definitely like having access to Pal Spheres. And since Pal Spheres would normally take materials that we either have to farm or create, being able to just generate them is good. Digs up random items from the ground when assigned to the ranch. So yeah, it looks like it should be Pal Spheres again. It doesn't specifically say Pal Spheres, but I don't know that it did before either. Alright, good news. There is another one. We're gonna grab it. Especially because it's out here on its own. I want to grab this fast travel point, and then I kind of want to audible. I want to go another way. Yeah, so full release of Pal World is today. I think it released like Eastern time last night, sometime around midnight. It was like 12:30 in the afternoon in Japan or something. I don't time zone. That seems about like midnight Eastern, if I had to guess. So we are in the real Pal World. The 1.0 version. Alright, don't really... I kind of do want to fight in that camp, to be honest, just because there's a, they usually have a captured pal in the camps. It's an easy way to grow our pal decks early, and it usually has a pal that's not immediately found in the area. So let's see what we can do. Oh! Go get him, Sticktail. Good, Sticktail. Sticktail, you're gonna have to do a lot of work here. And that's a freaking bunny. We don't even care that much for bunnies. Alright, Sticktail, you're struggling a bit. We're gonna switch you out. Nothing against you, you're struggling a bit. I'm struggling a bit. This was a very ambitious play, in hindsight. Alright, Fluffy Tail. You are also struggling. Go get him other Fluffy Tail. Hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. Alright. We're pretty good. Fluffy Tail almost went down. Might have actually gone down. I don't know. But it's okay. We got this dude out now, and he's doing this dude things. While we are taking defensive positions. We're gonna take defensive positions over here. We're gonna pick up positions over here. Look at that. We got some coarse ammo for the gun that we don't have. Oh, that wasn't the right button. You know what? Get him Sticktail. You're my new favorite. Good Sticktail. Alright. Look at us. I'm proud of us. We did things. Where? This game is beautiful. It looks so much better. Like, I don't think they did a huge amount of... they did a huge amount of visual updates. But not, like, an astronomical amount of visual updates. It's always looked good. It just looks that much better now. Look at that water. I want to go swimming in it. That's what I want to do. Let's see what else we can find. Stick Tail, we also need you to heal up a little bit. Some of these new pals, I'd love to be capturing them, but we're still pretty low on pal spheres overall. Ooh, the new dungeon entrances are nice. Look at how they glow. A lot easier to find. I'm a fan. I'm definitely a fan. I want one of these frogs, but the frogs travel in packs. And especially without any kind of armor, I don't really feel like sacrificing myself to try to capture a frog. And all of the mons, all of the pals are really low right now from taking on that base. We want to be conscientious of that. We don't want to put ourselves super far behind. Especially for a frog. I mean, there are things we might sacrifice ourselves for. Like the bad guy base that has pals that we're not going to find anywhere else for a long time. But a frog, they're easy enough to find. Alright, what do you have? What do you need? Pal sick, treatment, 5,000 gold, I beg you. You want me to give you gold? I actually kind of almost have enough just from hitting a few treasure chests we found along the way. Oh man, I've always loved the monkeys early on. So the Tansies feel so strong. They've got wood cutting, they've got handiwork, they can plant, I think they can harvest. It always felt so powerful to have Tansy early on, and now they have a fire monkey. Oh, this one's level 11. Oh, that's not what we want right now. That we have got to start paying more attention. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's we are not making it out of this one, are we? Yeah. Whoops. Level 11. Okay, gotta pay attention. I'm used to those things just being weak little pals. Alright, let's jump back to this one. How's our carry weight doing? So we still haven't built anything. Definitely a bit of a problem. Not a problem per se, just a unique way to go about it. So something I watched one guy do on a playthrough was he came over here. There's a dungeon over here on the coast, and he went into that dungeon, which has a bunch of treasure chests. There's treasure chests on the way. Obviously, we've been prioritizing treasure chests anyway because of the ability to pick up pal spheres that we don't have to create, and just kind of giving us a early boost, right? Look at that, we got a grenade. We probably could have taken those level 11 guys with a grenade. I don't know that I really want the grenade attached or equipped. It's scary. But being able to hit some of these early chests, hit the dungeon for all the good stuff that dungeons just happen to drop, right? But also more chests. There's good spawn chance of chests. There's also some of the mushrooms that are used in stat boosting potions later that sell for a lot. So you can pick up some of these items as you're running through, go to the small village, sell those mushrooms for a lot, and use those mushrooms for buying a bunch of early pal spheres. So we're going to give it a shot. So this is actually a treasure one, which is nice in the fact that it's just a bunch of treasure chests. It's actually a pretty lucky spawn, especially early on. Not sure how much I was paying attention, right? But the dungeon, I believe, said level 13. So just as a reminder, it could be a bunch of up to level 13 pals, or it's recommended to be level 13. Which I'm definitely not, right? That level 11 like 3-shot me. So walking into a place where I would have to battle possibly even multiple level 13s is pretty scary. But the fact that we walked into this one, and we're not having to fight people, we're just instead picking up loot. Lots of treasure chests. There are not the mushrooms that I was looking for, the stat boosting mushrooms, which is a little sad. But there are some of these dog coins that can get us started on a good initial investment. Dog coins are important. At least they were in the previous versions. You could use them to buy additional accessory slots, rarer items. I'm assuming, especially with them expanding the game, there's going to be even more good stuff you can buy with dog coins. Tech manual, not bad. And we got a little bit of gold. So not the same amount of gold that we would have got from getting some stat boosting mushrooms that we could sell early, but it's also not terrible. It was nighttime. Temperature dropped a little bit. We're a little chilly. It's not ideal for us, but we will just have to make do. I don't remember where and when I need to kind of cut up to go to the small village. I'm also very intrigued with what that burning thing is. I don't know if I'm intrigued enough to go over there and die again, but I'm intrigued. What is it? What is it? What it is? Alright. Wait, it's cold. If I get wet, it'll be even more cold. We'll come back. There's a lot to explore. It's fine. We'll just go this way. There's a little jumpy thing over here. We'll go do the little jumpy thing. We're slowly losing a little bit of health, but not in like some massive way. I think we'll be okay. Ooh, rubble. So kind of like treasure chests, these allow us to find goods, right? We can look for pal spheres in here. Even some nails. All right, we're not mad about nails. All right, I think this is pretty much exactly where we want to be. We're gonna get this jolt hog. We're gonna try to get this jolt hog. Oh, hold on. No, sticktail. No, dagnabbit. What are you doing? Oh, he had a stick in his mouth. He's stick mouth now, not just sticktail. Alright, small village should be down this way, I think. Yeah. Can't believe, stick mouth killed our Jolog. Would you? No! Stop hitting that. Hit this thing. Look at that. Hit that. Hit that. Hit him. Hit him. Get him. Alright, Sticktail, you got him to like 1 health. That was as perfect as you could do. Alright. We're losing a lot of health now between getting hit by a little electro zappy zappy and the cold. So we're just gonna run down here. We're gonna hit this fast travel point. Look at that. And we're gonna start investigating, right? So we got a researcher. I think this dude's new. Give us a quest. We like quests. Let's hang out here by the fire for a minute. It's not a real fire. Can we go in here? Does being in the building help? No. Nope. Eat some berries. How is none of this warm? Alright, what do we have here? We got pal spheres. Looks like all the good stuff that we used to buy from him. Pal spheres, organs are still here, seeds. up to wheat, milk. And really what I want to do is just... I can buy up to 136 pal spheres, and I'm going to buy 100 of them. Just straight up. Just, here we go. What a boost to my early economy, right? You look pretty cool. I really don't want to die. Nighttime's almost over. We're just slowly losing health still. I can't believe that fire, standing next to the fire, didn't increase our warmth. How about the torch? Nope. Also not increasing our warmth at all. Hey man, how are you? You got anything cool? I can't afford anything because I spent all my money. Otherwise I might have bought that dire howl. Watch it have a runner or something, like, absolutely impressive. Okay, minor foreman. I would have been upset if it was runner. Or even stamina, after I spent money that I could have used to buy it. Alright, good news. It's warm. We're not dying. That goes in the good category. Anything over here? Can we go in these houses? That one's closed. Not a lot going on there. Okay. We got one more guy I want to talk to. We got low health anyway, so we're not really doing much while we wait for this to regen. Make sure there's nobody in here. Nope. Seems like a big Vixie. Oh, because it's an Alpha Pal Vixie. Interesting. Alright, so this guy, we can exchange our bounty tokens. Pal reversalers. I didn't know we could get those here. These are good for the surgery tables, right? When we need to start modifying our pals. Artisan for our work pals. Very important to have. Do you do anything? No, not really. Alright. Well, I'm feeling pretty good. Wait, was there anything up there? Other than the thingy? I mean, I'd hide something cool up here. Ain't shit. Got a bathtub with a rubber ducky, but ain't shit. Okay, cool. Cool. There is another dungeon down there. It's really quick and easy to just kind of run into that, see what's down there. Our inventory's getting a little much. I guess we could build a workbench real quick. Oh no, we can't because we're in the town. We want to try to go into that dungeon? Nah, let's go, what I really want to do, I want to set up a base. I have an idea for a base that I can kind of grow into. It's good for now. It's good for as I continue to progress a little bit. Assuming they didn't change things too much, I think it'll be a good fit. Oh, ran out of stamina, can't talk to this dude. But we do want to start getting down a bit. Hello? Okay, fine. I don't want to talk to that dude anyway. We do want to start getting down a base because we do want to... oh, and we've got a ton of spheres now, so we can actually start trying to capture things. We've got to try to get our experience. The base, we want to get the base experience too, right? We want to make sure we're getting... oh, Sticktail went down. Oh god, I'm about to go down. I gotta pay more attention to my health, instead of just assuming I'm always full health, especially right now when I am very drastically not. You need a water pal? Okay. So yeah, we want to start getting down a base, because we want to start working on the things that give us base experience, leveling up a base, getting more pals out in the base, starting to establish a little bit of a kind of base economy, right? Get some food going, get some resource generation, make sure we've got things like wood being created, stone being mined, so we can work towards arrow production, so we can continue to capture a bunch of pals, right? Get our Vixies down in a little farm area so that we can have our constant supply of pal spheres that I was talking about being so important. The sooner we get a base down and start developing that base a little bit, the more comfortable we'll be. There are a lot of jolt hogs in this area, and I'm not really mad about it because, like, jolt hogs are passive. What's this dude got? Shady pal merchant. How come I can't even talk to you? That's fine. Yeah, like, you don't even want to sell stuff to me. Is it because I'm almost dead? Doesn't feel nice. Soon to be expired pal tamers should be your clientele. Got a big old bubble dome thing. That's cool. Alright, so, if I go across this bridge, there is a bounty on the bridge. And I don't really want to fight the bounty on the bridge, because I think he's going to take me out. But the base that I want to build is right over here on the other side of this bridge. There's a spot right there. It's got some iron nodes on it. Got some trees, pretty flat. Got a decent view. There's not a fast travel point in the area, so the base acting like a fast travel point is rather convenient. Oh, there's a dungeon there. I love that the dungeon entrances glow. That feels really good. Especially, I'm sure, at night, when I'm not freezing to death. They'll be convenient to find. Kind of like effigies are always easier to find at night. Alright, there is a wind point right there and there that should help us launch up a series of those. So all we gotta do is make it to the coast. Water still terrifies me, but that's alright. That's just something I've got to live with. I'm going to wait for our stamina just a little bit in case it launches us onto the side of the mountain. I don't think it will. Oh, that one did. Oh, all the way up, please. Okay. So we got a syndicate thug over there. We're going to pick up this egg. I think the base is right over there. So we want to go up and run that way. And they are distracted with a dire howl. Actually, I'm going to try taking this route. Oh, I wish I had a glider. Oh, gosh. Alright. We can stand here for a second, get our stamina back. This seems good. Seems passable. Alright. My stamina's going down a lot faster than I'm going up. Yep. Huh. Well, that's tragic. Is this rock any shorter?
Yep.
I had rolled into the mountain before, which took up, like, I don't know, almost a quarter of my stamina. That's probably why I didn't make it. Alright, these guys are pretty cool. I want them. What level are they? Level 12. I am not. Well, that's pretty much that. Alright, we're gonna get the things that we know that we need early on. Gold bow, arrows. Probably gonna skip. Wow, global PAL box is really early. What do we have on tech points? 18 currently. All of these are big infrastructure items that we need. Branch parachute is definitely important. We'll get these things, but we're not worried about them right now. PAL gear. Fire arrows I can probably skip. Houseplants are almost important, but we're going to leave those two for now. Alright, let's get our PAL box and see what we can do. Can I see the circle? Did they expand the PAL box base? Okay, so it goes right up to the side here. That looks pretty good, right? I mean, I don't really need to be like right on the edge of the mountain. Chase it around this side. It's actually a really good placement. I wish it was a little bit easier to see. I feel like I have to be like right on it to see it. It goes up the side there a little bit. That's totally okay. Yeah. This seems fine. We got anybody with handiwork? I actually have no idea. I assume not. If anybody does, it might be you. Alright, look at that. Woo! Sticktail has to go in because he's injured. We're going to actually just kind of deposit most of you guys. There's really not much we can do right now. We have our PAL box down, so we can fast travel to it later, which is nice. But now it's almost time to like use it as a fast travel point and just go back to the beginning of the game and try to just capture some Cativa and all of the other early starting PALs. So we're going to knock out a few quests here if we can. Pick up fallen stones, necessary to make an axe. We don't have a steady supply of food yet, so I'm not worried about actually dropping my pals. I don't want them to get angry. We're going to take a club as well. It wants me to make a PAL sphere. Little did they know I bought a bunch of them. Oh, they want us to mine to gain Paldium as part of that. Well, you know what? We're not doing that. Not right now. We'll do that later. Base upgrades. Anything that we can make now? A wooden chest and work PAL deployed. I'm actually okay with throwing down a wooden chest. I know I'm going to need that. Probably going to need more than one. Where is there a snap? No, apparently my game doesn't like snap. We're also out of wood, apparently. Isn't that awesome? That's fine. I don't want that to say unnamed guild, so let's come over here and guild settings. How do we change the name of the guild? You would think it'd be guild settings or something. Because I'm actually like... Oh, there it is, right there in front of me. Okay. Gambit, because we got them opening strats. Like, pick up chests. Okay. What do we not want to carry? We don't need this right now. Been a while. This button. We don't need any of these right now. Probably not using that. I don't need to carry seeds. Rock. rock and paldium seem fine enough. Okay. Does anybody have wood cutting? No, my current pals do not have wood cutting. That's fine. I do. I have an axe now. So we're gonna get just enough wood to drop down maybe another chest, maybe two. And then we're gonna kind of go back to the beginning and start running through capturing some pals. Pick up all that. I'm gonna be mad we can't snap again. Is it left control? We're out of wood again. So obnoxious. Alright, it's fine. This is going to get us enough room, question mark. Because we don't need this right now, this. Really don't need this. Yeah, we're going to need another chest. That's fine. Look at us go. Look at us go. We are chopping this wood. Ain't ever seen a wood chopper so choppy as me. Wait a minute. Turns out chopping wood is tiring. Can we do 2 chests now? Ha ha! Look at that, we can. We're gonna be building for 2 days. Alright, we got good infrastructure. What else do we not need to carry? I don't need to carry that. I don't carry the dog coins. They don't take up much. Pal souls, yeah, we're good on those. We'll keep the key with us. Wood and fiber. I have those elsewhere. I should probably be better about organizing. Wood and fiber. Oh, nope. Fiber wasn't in that one. Did I use all the fiber? You know what? It's fine. You can just go in there. Alright. Cool. I like the little weapon menu pops up when I'm scrolling through, too. Like, I don't have to guess what's where. Alright. We're going to fast travel back to our starting point. And we've got 100 spheres, so we're just going to run through and capture a bunch of stuff. Here where things are low level, we'll just start capturing like crazy. Yeah. This is where we'll get some good early experience. Get some decent pals. Oh, my stamina's still pretty low overall. I hate not having a ranged weapon, too. Oh, come back here, guys. Ah! I hit you. Haha! Stay and fight me. Haha! Your homie just left you. I don't think I'd be homies with him anymore. But that's okay, because you can be homies with me now. I'm a good homie to have. Look, I got a big stick, and I hit things with it. And believe me, you'd rather be my homie than not be my homie, because if you're not my homie, you get hit with a big stick. That quest. Look at us go. We are doing the damn thing. Alright. we already put up a PAL base, but they want us to deploy a PAL, which we did not do because we are not sustainable yet. To get sustainable, I need a watering PAL. That's kind of where I left off. I don't have food production. I've got this berry seed, so I can make a berry farm. I got the PAL box, so I can have a place for the PALs to put the berries. I have a planting PAL, but I do not have watering PAL at this point. And one of the many reasons we're out on a capturing spree is to get the things that make sense in the base. Ooh, house. Ooh, I got a Memog effigy because I captured 5 rambles. Ooh, the little PAL sphere next to their name also changes to a yellow when you have all the capture experience. I don't know if it did that before. I definitely haven't noticed it before. But I think that'll be very convenient for, like, riding around on PALs later. Or even just walking like this, right? I can be like, oh, okay, I already have all my Lambles for experience. I know I need to catch more because I want to get their levels up, right? I want to be able to condense some PALs. So we're not stopping at 5, but it's good to know, like, hey, I don't necessarily want to condense this PAL, but I do want to know if I've got enough of them for experience, because I want to make sure I'm getting experience on an efficient rate. Alright, where are we at? 97 PAL spheres. Come here, Gumas. We need some of you guys. Homie left you again. I almost killed you. That would have been very mean of me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright. Ooh, he got diamond body. We're not really mad about getting rainbow passives early. Chickens are not necessarily something that I need a ton of early on, but they are kind of nice to have. Sticktails, we like these. These might be one of our go-tos for a while. They increase the damage of melee weapons, I believe was their ability, right? So it could be a situation where I'm condensing these guys, making their passive a little stronger, and using a spear early on, so I don't have to worry about ammo as much. Plus the fact that it's just a cool PAL. It's a new PAL. I like using some of the new PALs. Come back here. Come back. Alright, so I do want a bow. I think we're going to have to put some emphasis on getting a bow. Things running away from me are definitely taking a lot of stamina. Another good thing about the Vixie that we rushed to capture early, not only does it give PAL spheres once we get the farm built, it will also generate arrows and bones, I think, are the other thing that it generates. Bones are not super important right now, but they will be later for concrete production. We are never mad about that. Alright, Pingalit. We need some of you guys. We need watering PALs so we can get berry farms going. It is important that you play nice and get in the sphere. Our weapon is damaged. Durability kind of sucks right now. Pingalit. Get in the sphere. Alright. There's an egg right there. We're going to double back and capture that egg. By capture, I mean pick up. where we can go this way. We can push forward. We know there's a fast travel point right up here in front of the tower. We already have it, right? But our weapons are broken. So I'm thinking, do I go back to the base or do I keep going forward? That's my thought process right now. And I don't really want to stop capturing pals because I've got a ton of pal spheres. But if I go back to the base, I do have what I need to set up a berry plantation and get the foundation of a base up and running. I do need to make sure I've got woodcutters. I need to make sure that I've got miners, because once I set up food production, once I get berries up and running, right, the thought is, well, what do you need out to support the pals? Obviously, I need to have the pals out that grow berries, so a planter, a gatherer, and a waterer transportation would also be very helpful. But then what? To what end? Why do I need food out? Why do I need pals out? Well, to do the other base tasks. I need the pals to be able to support having those farms up. I need the pals to be able to gather wood and stone for now, so that I can continue to grow my resource collection, my material collection, so that I can build the things that I need to build when I need to build them. So very kind of staggered entry into what we need to do. Starts with making sure our pals are sustainable when I'm not there, and then being able to gain resources to mass produce the things that I need to produce. I am a huge Vixie fan. I know I do want to condense them with lower condense rates. I'm excited. Hopefully 4-star Vixies will still give the level 2 spheres, the green spheres. And now only needing 48 of them total makes that a whole lot more accessible than it was in the past, where you needed to get 160 of them or something, 168. Which felt like an obscenely high amount to then get a level 2 sphere, which you could just mass produce by that point. Easily. So, again, happy to have much lower point of entry. Alright, it is now cold. We are losing health. We need to be conscientious of that. We may capture this Vixie and go on back to the base, because we know there are some things that we need to do anyway back at base. Now that we have a few more things. I mean, I'd love to get... There are definitely some more things that I'd love to capture, right? I love the those guys. They're just a cool pal. I actually ran with one as my combat pal the last time I played the game in, like, December. Which were pretty cool. Yeah, we're gonna capture this guy, too. He is a tanky little dude. Oh, my weapon's damaged. Son of a gun. Do I have... My pickaxe I haven't broke yet. Oh, this is, this dude hurts. We might just start throwing spheres at him and hoping for the best here. We have to remember we are low on health and losing... Oh. Yep, shit. Whoops. Nighttime is rough. Losing health constantly. Never starting fights with full health. It's fine. We were going back to base anyway. Just make do. Alright, first things first. Let's get a fire down. We're gonna build a fire just right over here. The fire is going to give us a little bit of warmth, so we stop losing health. We did a lot of capturing, so we have a pretty good amount of resource, or a pretty good amount of tech points. We're going to need the monitoring stand, we're going to need this, we're going to need this, we're going to need this. We are going to need the crusher. What do we have 14 tech points left. I don't care as much about this stuff right now. I do care about a Statue of Power and a small feed bag. I care about the spring, Tundra outfit, or tropical outfit. I'm probably gonna get both, but it's 6 points to get both right now, and I don't even have regular clothes, so I don't care that much. What is it actually looking like? 70 health, 25 defense for both of them versus 1570. What about, I have the green recipe, right? Yeah, I've got the green Tundra outfit, so I actually don't need to pick up any of that. I do need to get some cloth, which we can make some cloth. Yeah, we don't need wool for anything directly. We can get the cloth, and we'll start converting this. Cativa used to have mining. I don't know if they still do, but definitely could be a good starter point. I think they had woodcutting and mining, so it could be some good pets to toss in just to get started with some early base stuff, right? We need to get down our crops, the things that we need to take care of those, and then just some Cativa that can start generating resources. I also like Cativa as a pet, or a pal to carry around with me. They increase carry weight. And early on, since they're not great at any one work skill, but they're good enough at enough work skills that they're convenient for things like this. I'm trying to create my Tundra outfit, which is going to take a while. Toss out the Cativa and let it help me craft. I don't know... I don't know what's needed to mine iron right now. It used to be a mining level of 2 when it was out of 5. So I wonder if it's like mining level 4 out of 10. Or if maybe base miners can do it now, it's just maybe less efficient. We'll have to see. Let's take a look at... You have a mining one. Maybe I'll just throw Cativa towards the iron in a second and see if it can mine it. And give me an idea of if they change the system and how they change the system. Alright, we got that knocked out. That feels good. I do want a parachute. Can you do that? Nope, you are incapable of doing copper ore. That's fine. It's the same way it was before. So we're not too shocked by that. Having the outfit on is nice. We now have a little bit of cold protection. Nighttime no longer scares us. It's actually level 2 cold resistance, so it should protect from being wet and out in the cold, too. We're going to get this feed bag. This is a huge quality of life, so I don't have to keep opening my bags to eat. And, of course, it also adds a little bit of inventory space. We want a shield, wood, stone, and fiber. Those are things that we can collect easy enough as we start to get our pals online, right? So let's go ahead and do our pal box management. We're going to sort our pals. And we need somebody that can plant, somebody that can harvest, and somebody that can water. And harvest comes last in that, so we'll just, tingle it, And do... I don't know what service mind is. Why view details is on F. Drop items plus 50%. Oh, okay. I don't know what that means. Put that in there. Alright, so that should also allow us to do a base upgrade. We need to build a campfire, a bed, and a repair bench. Conveniently, those are things that I want to build. But before I start... I need stone. I actually don't have a place to get stone here. Huh. Do I have stone close by anywhere? I need like one stone node for now. I'm gonna need more stone node because I think with 50 of them I can build the place that I can just put down to mine stone. But I want at least one berry field pretty soon. Oh, a tombat. That's important for me. So these were the first ones that could mine. Oh, good God, go Kativa, go. That could mine copper before. We are not doing well with that. Let's tactically retreat. That Kativa is only level 6. I'm only level 9. Maybe it's best to lure Tombat this way. Let the base pals fight him. Nope, they don't want any piece of it. You don't want this smoke. What were we doing? We're looking for stone. Stone is important because we need to get a berry plantation up. If we can get just one berry plantation up and running, we will be able to be sustainable in the base, the pals in the base. And then we can slowly start to progress to become more sustainable. How much do I actually need? I think I only needed one stone. I don't love the idea of assuming I only need one stone, because if I go back and I needed more than one stone, I will be sad. Ooh, piece of candy. Spark it we like, but we don't like that we are pretty underleveled for this area, actually. So we are going to play it safe. Not venture out too far. Why do you have a minor injury? We need more wood. Also gotta get this repair bench up, because everything broken. Repair bench comes first. This is ridiculous. We are not making much headway there. All right. Yeah. I'll build that while I struggle through the rest of this tree. Some of this tree. Good lord. Maybe I should build the global POW box and bring out an Anubis. Ay. No, that'd be kind of ridiculous. We won't do that. As much as I want to. Alright, can we... we don't have enough stone to repair. This is painful. Alright, do any of our Cativas have any work traits? No, they do not. Does anybody have any work traits? Not really. But we are going to drop one of you guys. I can work on collecting some wood. I need to get this stone pit. This should be a priority for me. So we can collect wood in the base now, but we need stone. We also want to put some priority on getting some beds. We want to make sure our pals are not going absolutely crazy. Chop this tree. Do it. Do it. Chop the tree. You're carrying wood. You're not chopping a tree. This is painful. Can we use the pickaxe? We're gonna end up breaking the pickaxe when I need to go get stone.
Easy.
Can I repair anything? Can I repair this? I can repair that. Okay, that just costs wood. I don't have enough stone to repair that. We've got... What do we need for this? 14 wood? Okay, we're gonna go get stone. That's what we need to do. We need to... I really don't want to leave the pals here without food, though, because the one pal got extremely upset already. Or minor injury, even. Which I think is because I didn't have food down. I don't know. Like, I left him without a bed and food for, like, a minute. And he had a minor injury. We need 6 wood. Alright. Let's see if we can... This is not any better than using a broken axe. Alright, so Cativa clearly can't chop wood. Right? They are not chopping wood. So what I need to do is reevaluate the pals in my pal box to get somebody that can chop wood while I'm away, because we're going to need a lot of wood for early builds. I'm gonna get this pal box up so they have a place to put berries. I want to get a wood chopper.
It's Casey.
Who can chop wood? Anybody can chop wood? Wood. You guys can chop wood. Sounds good. You get in here. Chop wood. Alright, so now that we have a place, we can put some berries down. Oh, freaking da. Okay, now we're gonna go back to the Hill of Beginning. We're gonna find a stone vein, and we're gonna pick up a lot of freaking stone. Probably capture some pals too if we see them, but we're gonna pick up a lot of freaking stone. That is important for me early on. Ah. Okay. Hey, Casey. Yeah, I answered. Alright, Casey. You be good, okay? Listen to Nikki.
I will try to tell Mommy I need to talk to her, okay?
Well, Lolly's not here. You have to You.
I could talk at home.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't understand.
On the phone and see her answers on my tablet, okay?
All right,
Okay.
tell Daddy you love him.
All right, Casey. Goodness gracious.
Call from Casey.
Ah, now he's calling again.
It's Casey.
Alexa, stop. Alright, so this plan of getting stone is working out very well. I'm gonna mute this daggone Alexa. It's really annoying that I have to do that, but... I want to capture one of those things. Capri or something? I don't know. I mean, it generates berries when in the farm, which isn't like a massive bonus because, I mean, berries are very easy to get anyway, but... Alright, so 2 stone veins feels pretty good. Should be somewhere around 100 stone or so. That as well. Jump back over here and see if we can't finish up some more foundational stuff in our base. Alright, what kind of foundational stuff do we need to build in the base? Well, first we need to repair... Well, I'll say first I want to get... How close was I to that? Oh yeah, I got plenty of stone. Okay, because I want to get one of those stone pits up quickly. Go ahead and repair that too, it doesn't cost a ton. Because now I want to fast track getting some wood. I'm going to get that stone pit up and running pretty quickly. So we can have wood and stone being generated. You know, while these pals are being forced to mine, we might as well have a pretty view of the bridge. Having a passive income of stone and a passive income of wood while having berries constantly being deposited into our box, our food box, will start to allow us to generate all of those very important resources. This is where the game starts to really pick up a little bit. We've got a decent selection of pal spheres. Oh god, a dire howl. We need to go save our pals. Come here, dire sphere, dire howl. Oh man, stop attacking the little guys. Why are you so fast? All right, it's fine. We are not happy with you. I want this guy. I switched to a good sphere. Alright, less good. Are you guys out here? Look at that. It's like nothing happened. This stone thing being on a slant is going to bother me, but I'll just rebuild it later. Base upgrades. What do we need? We need a bed. Infrastructure, no, foundations. That seems good. Alright, 1, 2... We're gonna build just a very quick house. I'm gonna run out of wood trying to build this thing. What do I need for the bed? I already need more wood. Not saying I'm frustrated with the lack of resources right now, but I'm a little frustrated with the lack of resources right now. It's fine. Once we get the base up and running, it'll be better. We just have to take some time to do all this initial investment so it can start working itself. Alright, alright. Where's the quick deposit easy bulk storage? Yep, fine. Store all of that garbage, right? Yep, none of that I care about. Get all of these trees that are outside the range here. That should give me enough wood to finish up this quick house, the bed, the pal beds. We're not doing anything too elaborate here with this build, just something to get up and running. Same thing, quick deposit, drop all that off. Boom. Alright, I'm back over here. Let's grab our staircase. That. Go back to our walls. Do lots of windows in these walls. Alright. This is a very simple house. We don't care much about what we're doing here. Just enough to say we have a quick home with a pal bed. Left. Oh, that was an auto run. We are going to set up some beds. 2, 3. Are we out of materials? No. Alright, that's fine. Get enough beds that our pals will be happy. As we continue to grow just a little bit here. And how about another berry plantation? And another berry plantation. And another berry plantation. That's a lot of berries, but I don't really mind. Alright, base upgrades. We have completed that. We have that. Pal gear and deploy more pals. Okay. Good news is, those are all pretty easy. What are these passives? Increase grass damage and increase grass damage? Well, that's probably not going to be as much. Let's just go ahead and... What do you do? You're a handiwork and a grass. Oh, and while at the base you do a thing. Okay, that sounds good enough. We'll drop that pinglet in a minute too. We set a Pal Gear workbench. We can make one of those. Alright, so this is going to be... Got 2 planters. We'll need that other pinglet to do more water. This bunny's actually helping a lot with the increased handiwork across all pals. Just kind of an exponential growth for us. We should be able to level that up again. We do need to get the logging site. It's not a huge priority for me because we do have trees here. It is nice to have. What else are we looking to do? Oh, it's minus work speed. We definitely don't want that. I guess. We need to fast track getting some wood so I can get a farm down, so I can put Vixie in a farm. I also need to build the logging camp so I can level up again. We're going to need more pal beds. Can I hit both of these trees? Haha. Axe broke. It's not ideal. I think we're towards the end of this tree though, so I don't want to have to run back and repair my axe right now. Yep, 1 hit. I would have been real mad. All right. Need more stone for that. That's fine. Let's get a few more pal beds installed. Where's my stone pit? 15 stone is not a ton of stone. And I need more wood now. We got a couple of these stick tails going though, so with them generating some wood for us. Let's repair our axe. Having the cloth armor is also really nice. We don't have to stop what we're doing for nighttime anymore and try to just survive. Our pals stop working at night, but it doesn't mean that we have to. We are doing okay. That's not what I wanted. Inventory. Alright, logging site was what we needed to build. Cativa's on this side. I always like putting a storage box out here near these. It always feels good to be able to just pick up the materials and turn and deposit them. We need a crusher for the next... God, it's so far away. Okay, we're not working on that right now. I do want to get this up. 20 stone. How much stone do I have? None. 1. This is not fast. Hi-ho, hi-ho. It's off to work we go. I want to get this down because I want to get the farm down, the ranch down, so I can at least start getting my Vixies to work. That feels important to me. The Vixies bring so much passively just when I'm out doing things. It's so much faster just to hit stone in the wild. It's like 50 stone per stone node. So it feels a little slower getting started now. I feel like in the previous versions, getting a base up and running was a lot faster. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was just me dedicating some time to getting some materials. Because if I do go out and get the materials myself, and like I said, go to a stone node and mine a stone node, it takes me like a minute to get 50 stone. And if I do that 2, 3, 4 times, right, or even build where there's a stone node nearby where I can hit it every time I go back to base, and it takes me a minute every time I go back to base and jumpstart my collection, maybe that's what I'm experiencing. Getting a little tight on room on that side. Let's put the ranch over here. We also don't care as much about trees being gone over here now, since we've got the more sustainable trees, I guess. This feels good. And then kind of the same thing with the other little nodes. I like having this box nearby to be able to deposit things into. Y'all want to go cut the trees up top, huh? And it's really messing with your pathing that you can't. Huh. Can I build... I need more stone. I want to just assign these guys to... Let's see. Whoops. Lift. You can just do the logging camp rather than trying to cut down these trees. How do I throw you? I forget how to throw you. Okay, it's B. You come back here. You are also just going to come work the logging camp. There, do that. I'm hungry. No, I'm not. Oh, whoops. Not what I wanted to do. Alright, cool. We have a base. We have a base that's doing things. We are excited because we have a base that is doing things. Might not be doing a lot of things, but it is doing some things. We want to build that. We want to build our crusher. We still need a good amount of stone. It's kind of our takeaway. Some paldium fragments wouldn't be a horrible pickup either. But the important thing is we are starting. Let's take a look at our party here. We don't need any of these. We do want Dire Howl. I'll take one of those. I'll take a chicken. It's noble. Like, why not? Alright, so we are... I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling like this is a decent start. What I want to do is jump out and capture some more pals, get some more experience, right? Maybe hit some resource pickup, maybe do some more fast travel locations while we're out. Just in general, grow the amount of pals that we have. Get some levels. Definitely know we need to favor some stones as we're going through. Picking up stone, definitely important for us, definitely has been our biggest bottleneck. Hopefully now having the stone mining site with a Cativa that's out all the time, having the logging site with 2 loggers will hopefully help a little bit. Still pretty far to go with completely sustainable base. But hopefully it will be doing a little better than it has been for my resource grind. I want to get more of these guys. I'm still looking at condensing these guys a lot. I like the idea of using one of these, I think, at least for a while. There are not a lot of other ground pals that I tend to favor, except for, like, Anubis. I'm also okay condensing Lambles. Whoops. Lamble creates wool when sitting in the ranch. And I happen to, almost the whole game, need wool, right? Until I get super late in the game and I can get somebody that creates high-quality cloth directly. I say super late in the game, I guess it's more mid-game, but either way, concept's still the same. I'm going to need wool for a while. I do want to get the base power up thingy, the use the effigy to upgrade your stuff thing pretty soon. Since we bought a lot of spheres and we've been doing a lot of capturing, I feel like... Ooh, I want one of these. I feel like I should have a decent amount of effigies to burn through. Since they have different types of effigies, I'm not sure if, like, you use maybe the Leaf Mog effigies early on, and then you switch to Minmog effigies later, and then maybe you switch to a different PAL type of effigy for higher upgrades, or if maybe they just, kind of like PAL souls used to be, you use the small souls until you hit a certain threshold, and then you switch to something else. So, in short, we want to keep collecting them, but we have a decent supply of them. We also want to make sure we've got a good amount of condensing fodder. Again, trying to get these Vixies condensed later is going to be important for me. I'm feeling a little bit better about trying to capture these frogs now. I feel really good about it. I'm going to Dire Howl out for a minute. Dire Howl is really strong early on. See? Like, as far as early game power goes, Dire Howl definitely feels like he is on an above average curve. Whoop, that was the wrong button. Oh well. Fox Spark. I see the little flaming tail of a Fox Spark up here. We do not have any kind of firepower right now. But we do have berries, and we know we're going to want to start cooking berries. Cooked berries, baked berries. do more for sustaining the sanity of our pals back at base than raw or uncooked berries do. So we want to make sure we've got a fire pal that can start cooking for us. I would say it's less important than some of the other traits, right? Like definitely being able to grow the berries and have a sustainable supply of berries is more important than having a cooked berry, because you have to be able to have the berries to cook the berries. Sounds pretty basic, right? But it is true. How are we doing on weight? 200 something pounds out of 400? Okay. I don't think I want to fight Chillet yet. I don't have my shield. Fire Hell would probably do pretty good into him. This dude is stinky AF. But I don't know that I really want to start the fight with Chillet, just because it probably would be a bit of a slog. I can continue to work on a few other things and maybe make it easier to fight Chillet later. Oh, my weapon's damaged too. That's also as good of a reason as any to not pick a fight. The other nice thing about having a fire pal in base is we have a base that has copper. We can start creating iron. It would not be very efficient for us to get iron right now, because we have to mine it ourselves. Our pals don't have the mining to take care of it for us yet. But we could do that, and we could start progressing into iron materials, iron axes, iron pickaxe, whatever iron melee weapon is available. And those could be very good things, if for no other reason than the durability. I am getting really upset with lack of durability here. It feels like I'm just not able to do much, because I get out, I go on these capturing sprees, right? I've got 80 spheres or something when I left the base, and I hit a couple with my club, and I am now broken and need to go back and repair again. It feels very inefficient. And I know that's part of the early game struggle, right? Like, it should mean that I am more willing and able to jump out and let's go capture 6 pals and collect a stone node, and then we can go back to base, rather than trying to do, like, I don't know, a 10-day adventure or something. Just be happy with what I've got, I guess. I probably need some food on me. I haven't collected stuff in a while. Grab these berries. There should be a fast travel point inside this castle, and there are usually a few chests inside this castle. Still feeling pretty weak. Oh, this is probably a bad fight. That's a lot of fun. Fox Sparks. Pick up the remains over here, since we kind of sort of unalived that one. Direhell is a really strong pet. Pal. I don't know why I want to keep calling them pets. Still want ranged weapons. A lot of these early pals are getting to the point where they're running away from me. Definitely doesn't feel ideal to have to be, like, right up on them. And these things are almost impossible to catch. They just run the whole time. Fire Hal, hit him. Hit him. Hit him, but don't unalive him. Command aggressive? Do something? Can you actually hit him? Stop moving. Let me catch up to you. I want the cow, too. Fire Hal. This is obnoxious. There were things that I missed because I'm chasing this dude across the whole map. Okay. We're gonna wait for ranged weapons to work on those guys, because that took a lot more than I think it should have. We're doing pretty well with experience overall, though. Get this chunky cheeseburger down. I do like 0 damage. Oh, because that's broken too. Alright, we are hungry. That is not something we like. Let's go ahead and put some berries down there. Grab that chest, grab this lore. And I kind of want to push forward to like the next fast travel point. Mostly because I think there's one right over there. There's a dungeon over there. I see the blue circle from it, but I don't actually see the fast travel point that direction. So I'm going to go this way. Because I know the Ping King one is right over here. And Ping King is nice because it was a level 2 miner before, so it could go directly into copper ore. It also had decent enough watering. It's a pinglet, but slightly better, right? So having access to one is not bad. The fast travel point should be just over here. Grab these berries along the way. Just sustainable food for me and my travel pals, so I don't have to worry about stealing the ones from the base. We'll go out of our way for a pal sphere. We've burned through about half of the pal spheres that we purchased. A little over, probably. Because we purchased 100 of them, and we've picked up some and have had chests and stuff, right? So we know we're capturing a lot, we're using a lot. We might not actually be capturing a lot, but we're using a lot of pal spheres. So being able to be a little more sustainable, going out of our way to pick up some here and there is not bad. There's a lot of pals I'm running past right now that I don't have, right? These guys, those guys, just because my weapon's broken. I'm not spending the time to try to fight them and pick them up. I definitely went the wrong direction. Ping King is over here. I've turned too much to the side. I really do want more of these frogs, but I don't feel like fighting them with all of my equipment being broken. Still want a monkey. I was a little sad when I was up by Chillet. The Tansies used to be over there. So I was kind of hoping I could find some lower level ones. Even if not the Tinsy Ignis, finding just the regular Tinsy, because they do have planting, gathering, harvesting, wood cutting. I think they have like everything. Made them a really strong early game pal for me in a lot of my other early runs. Alright, having access to this is very nice. Let's jump back to our base, do a little bit of reset, right? We can drop our inventory, repair our crap, drop off a lot of stuff. Unfortunately, I think I just dropped PAL spheres and gold, which I don't want to do. I need to put those on the exclude list. That. We need to craft a common shield, which we can do now. Let's get you out here to work on that. Can we build a crusher yet? No. We need palvium and wood. Well, that's not bad. We're starting to get to the point where we have resources. We apparently don't have any stone in the base. But that's why we put a chest really close. That feels good. Alright. Did we get any base pals that we feel like we need to... Oh, a sparket. Multiple sparkets. Capture, capture, capture! Did I nab it? I like sparkets. I like Sparket a lot. I think he's just got a cool design. He's not necessarily a great pal, he's just fun. So we got a philanthropist and a dainty eater. What does a farmhand do? Farming suitability is increased by 1. That's interesting. They added traits for all kinds of... I love that. We're gonna put the frog in. Frog acts as now a planter and a water. Well, a farmhand is gathering, I guess, so not planting. But he can gather and he can water, making him that much... Well, I guess with farming suitability. I don't know what a farming suitability is, because we have planting and gathering. Neither one of them say farming, so I wonder if farming is the combination of the two? I don't know. Either way, we're going to carry him around for a little bit. Or, but not carry him around, we're going to put him in there, in the base. This one is a work slave, so we're going to drop that one in, get a little bit more work efficiency. These guys are a planter and a gatherer. These guys are only planting. And they also increase the gathering for everybody else by 1. So again, just a pure upgrade over the other peoples. We'll drop them in too. Alright, we have 2 waterers. We have 2 people that can plant. Maybe not plant. Maybe that's just gathering. But that's fine. Honestly, I probably only need 1 planter. We've got good gathering going on. We got great gathering going on, actually, because they can gather too, apparently. Okay, so I like this. So they increase the handiwork while at the base, so we can see a little arrow over the pals that have handiwork and see that they go from 1 to 2. And with this guy being a farmhand, I guess he's got the, or I guess this one that does the gathering +1, anybody that has gathering, we can see that little arrow over them. Alright, Looking good, feeling good. I'd love to get a fire pal in here. One of the reasons I want to upgrade, get this crusher going, right? We don't have the paldium. Do we get paldium from mining copper? I don't know. Let's try it. Takes me a long time to get through copper veins right now with this low-level pickaxe. Let's also take a look at our technology while we're waiting for stamina to come back up. We want that Dire House saddle. That is super important for us. We want this furnace. We're going to need nails. I like ladders. A 3-shot bow. How much do we care about a 3-shot bow? We need that, we need that. I'm ready to get these metal resources going. This feather headband is actually really terrible, right? Like, it breaks in like one hit or something. But it is our first headpiece, so it does add just straight stats. 15 defense, 60 health. Even though it breaks often, it's convenient to have because it's the first one. We have gotten nothing but iron so far, or copper, or no stone, no paldium, just straight ore. We might have to go out on an adventure. Eat that before it expires. Let's put those over there. I also don't need to be walking around with pal fluids. That feels like a weird choice. What do we need for this? Paldium! Alright, we have got to go on a paldium run. That's what I am learning. Oh, I guess we're looking okay. Let's go... Let's just jump back here. Find some small paldium veins. And just get some paldium. I think there's some down here. Pretty good collection, yeah, right here. I think these got easier to break. I remember these being a pain in previous games. Now we're just 3-shot. I want that T-Fact. I haven't seen those yet while I've been out exploring. Uh-oh, uh-oh. This is where we drown. Because I wasn't paying attention. Oh, why can I not get onto the shore right there? Oh no. Okay, we didn't drown. There's a lot of T-fence around here for me not having seen any up to this point. Alright, our quest is to talk to the chef at the small settlement. I'm pretty sure that's the small settlement that we've been to. potentially. Also, side note, I know I walked around the tower to continue my adventure and, like, find other resources that I thought were important, right? But it's interesting that the quests are taking us pretty decently far around the tower. I wonder if they made the tower boss harder? I do, like, 0 damage with this freaking glove. I probably should have built a, I think a baseball bat is, like, the next tier melee weapon that I could have built. And I didn't. Not that I need to build every weapon that I come across. I think it's becoming really apparent that I don't have a good melee weapon right now. As much as I want to capture some of these pals like Daydream and whatnot as I run around, I think it's level 16, I am mostly here for Paldium, and I need to remember that. That should be our focus, that should be what we're trying to pick up. There's a lot of things that we need right now that are dependent on having it. And it's not like we're getting a crazy ton of it. We gotta focus on actually getting it done. Not getting sidetracked with a bunch of other side quests. How long it'll take to break this node with a broken pickaxe. Oh, a lot. So I think before we were hitting it for like 110 damage a swing, and now we're hitting it for 19 or 20 damage a swing. It's wild. That's what broken weapons do for you. It's fine. It's fine. That was a good farming run. Can I put this on the exclusion list, this on the exclusion list, and this on the exclusion list? Oh, and this, I guess? Perfect. Alright. Good amount of stuff dropped. We need a crusher early on. Let me keep this over here near my crops. So water pals are the ones that use the crushers. So we want to make sure our water pals don't have to venture too far from their other tasks. Keep them pretty close together. Berry count is definitely going upwards. We like that. We don't like that we have to repair all the time. We are going to go ahead and repair. We want this Dire House saddle in a quick, fast hurry. That is important to us as well. That crusher is almost finished, so we can do base upgrades and click that button. We need a furnace, a statue of power, and a hot spring. Those are all things that I wanted to build anyway. I am going to... I don't need this here anymore. I'm going to put the furnace right there. I am going to build a campfire right over here. A little bit of ways. That way, my fire pals don't have a super long walk to get to their stuff. And more importantly, when we are transporting these berries from the cooking fire into the thing, into the food box, our transport pals don't have a long way to go. And there's going to be a lot to transport because we already have 200 berries or something. It is a decent amount. We can come right over here, we can do this, we can allow transport. What we don't have is a fire pal. So, thanks to that last upgrade, we have a slot available. Do we have any that have any kind of bonus? Not really. Look at this Vanguard, just because he's got a gold trait. So he'll start cooking that stuff for us. It's not massive, but we'll get some bars being generated. We don't have a good supply of ore coming in yet. Store that, I guess, while I'm here. Because we don't have anybody that can naturally, or farm these naturally spawning ores yet. Our mining level is too low for that. But we will get there eventually. This saddle is super important for me. What do we need for a bow? We need fiber. How do we not have enough fiber? Oh, because we're not naturally cutting down trees. We're using the other thing, the location, the node.
Yeah.
We'll grab some of this real quick just to up our fiber count. Probably going to need some for beds soon too. We've got 12 beds and 9 pals. But since I've upped the amount of pals per base, because I have a computer that can support it, and I feel like there's absolutely zero reason not to, we will need that. We'll need fiber for beds. Oh, I walked outside of the base. I wonder if he actually finished building the saddle. Having the transport, the carry pal, the mount, is going to be so great for getting around. I think I would like to see if I can get a lamb ball into my ranch. Maybe another Vixie. We've got some decent resource generation going on now, but being able to have wool constantly being created, more pal spheres, more gold from Vixie, also not a terrible choice. And since I don't have better mining pals that can actually hit these ore nodes yet, I might as well start working on the things that I do need to influence. Oh, that's the button. One day I'm going to remember it's tab for my inventory. Can we deposit all that? Yeah, cool. Okay. You know, as much as I want that iron, I'd much rather him be working on food right now. Statue of Power and a hot spring. Statue of Power. We do really want a Statue of Power. I think right about there is a cool spot for it. All the handiwork pals get to work on that. We're going to come check this saddle. Yes! We are fast! Or we have the potential to be fast. And we need a hot spring, which we can also build. That is really nice. Let's just put that down over here. We probably have a little bit more watering than we actually need. We can work on, oh, so we can turn wood into fiber. I didn't actually realize that that was a thing. That's cool. We can break medium souls into small souls here. And we can also create paldium, but it takes a crazy crap load of stone. We still don't have a ton of stone. We can upgrade our base. High quality workbench and a medical workbench. What did I say I wanted to add? Lamball. Lamball was what I wanted to add. What is a runner? We don't hate runner. I mean, as far as work pals go, runner can be okay, because it just means they get around the base faster when they have to eat, things like that. So that's fine. Switch this out, just because I like that design a little bit better. What are we doing with production? Alright, we need 10 nails to do a high quality workbench, and we need cloth to do... oh, that's not it. We need the medical workbench. Do we even have medical workbench unlocked? Where is our technologies? No, we have... yeah, we have the medical workbench. We're just blind. We can't see it. We're going to want a cooler box. We're going to want the chest. And we are going to want the crossbow. Actually, with all of that in mind, we've got a lot of good upgrades that are coming that need more iron. Because we need more iron, I'm going to spend a little bit of time working on iron. Good news is we got it all right here. It's in the base, so I don't have to go far. We're going to need those nails, we're going to need that advanced workbench, we're going to need upgraded equipment. So spending a little time running through all this is going to help slingshot us into the future. It takes so long to break through these ore veins. Half tempted to just put all of my level up points into attack to see if I can break these things faster. I really want to get the crossbow. I think that's going to be massive for us, being able to ride around on a dire hell, shoot low-level pals, capture them quickly, move from pal to pal much faster. We can hopefully anyway, get through some of these early capture, get 5 pal tasks a lot faster. Having a crossbow also would increase our damage output a good bit. So when we start looking to take on the tower, that would be nice. Yeah, we're broken. Can we finish off this one? How much is left? There's a lot left, apparently. Oh yeah, kind of glad we repaired. That would have taken literally forever. Alright, shit. Alright, I think let's go ahead. Let's do this. Let's find one of these that we can put with us. I'm going to do this, select bars, create 33 of them, perfect. And just have you over here doing this while the other one is cooking berries. Double dip our fire a little bit. So at least while I'm mining some ores, we're still getting some of the bar production out of the way. The other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to invest a couple of my points. I do want to... Let's do up to 110, and then we'll get some health too. So some more stamina is going to be great for pretty much everything that we do, whether it's gliding around later on our glider, swinging our weapons, harvesting materials, whatever. Attack also usually pretty good, and I don't like dying, so health feels good. We should have enough bars that we can start some nail production, so maybe once I finish this node, I'll go over to the workbench, start trying to craft some nails. I think we needed 10 for the workbench. Pretty sure the crossbow needs some too. Just slowly chipping away. Alright. Let's get some nails being created. It's going to be a lot of our early iron production, ingot production, but that's fine, because we're going to need nails for a long time. Over creating nails is not really a problem. Pretty much everything that we build from here out needs nails until we outgrow them at, like, I don't know, 3 biomes from now. Out of food? Oh, that's not ideal. Our weapon broke too. That's gonna take forever. Left shift take half. Nope, that wasn't right. Left shift take half. And put that down here. Oh, nope, down here. We don't have iron or ore in any of our chests, so we can't quick deposit it. So I know I said it before. I think I'll say it again. The early game definitely feels slower. Breaking down this iron, I keep calling it iron. Breaking down this ore feels like it's taking forever. My weapons are breaking often. My pals in the base, and maybe it's because of the new 1 to 10 system for work suitabilities, feels like they're doing tasks a lot slower than normal. I don't have a huge selection of wood or iron, wood or stone being built up. I'm running out of materials very often. It's definitely starting to take a little bit of a toll. Because everything is so slow early game, it feels like it's taking a long time to ramp up. Being level 13 after... how long have I been playing? Like 2 hours? Feels somewhat noticeable. Oh look, my weapon broke again. How ridiculous. So I think I have to repair like once every node and a half. I don't know that I get through 2 full nodes without needing to repair. But good news is, we're down to only 3 nodes left for this big iron push. Ore. It's not iron, it's ore. Ingots. Not iron ingots specifically, just ore. In one of the early editions, did they call it iron? Is that why I'm having such a hard time? Wait for stamina, hit the rock. Wait for stamina, hit the rock. Hopefully by the time we're actually done mining some of this, we'll have a good little backstock of ingots, be able to start some of the crafting that we want to knock out. The infrastructure crafting, like the advanced workbench, would be nice. The table, so we can level up again. Crossbow, as I said, is a must-have for me. I should have a decent selection of wood and stone so I can make some arrows. Also with the Vixie, having been in the farm, the ranch for a while, I should have some decent arrows. Maybe it's worth it to do a metal pickaxe so I can get through this ore a little faster. If I have to do another manual push. Production, the advanced workbench. that in there. We definitely have at least one more repair before we can finish this up. Ooh. Pinglet produced 50 nails. No, Pinglet produced the last 5 nails. Pinglet totally stole the credit. I think we finished the baked berries, maybe? Oh no, the fox spark that's in the base is on a break. We might not have finished the baked berries yet. I think the experience in the base is also quite a bit lower. We can see it constantly ticking up in the corner, you know, 1 experience here, 1 experience there, but I think it's pretty low compared to what it's been in maybe some other editions. Not that that's a bad thing, it just is a thing. Can we finish this rock before my pickaxe breaks? Probably just barely. We're on our last rock. They're probably going to start respawning now. Weapon is damaged. Yes, it is. Can we... Where's our crossbow? Start making that bad boy. That's important for us. Look at that floating island out there. The new... I think that's the new sky zone. Oh, the idea of being able to ride around on the back of my dire howl and shoot things is great. I think the other piece that's really going to speed things up for us will be getting the Mercy Ring. Crossbow does a decent amount of damage. There's a real chance that I can one-shot owls with the crossbow. So having that Mercy Ring is going to be very advantageous for us. I just don't know how much it costs. And we haven't gone out of our way to collect a bunch of dog coins. And we've got 5. I imagine it's going to be quite a bit more than 5 to buy it. But between having the dire howl to ride around on, to get to different places faster, means that we can start to look into farming the dog coins. We've been running past a lot of dungeons so far, so doubling back and hitting those dungeons could be very important too. Alright, we're gonna pick you up. Let's capture power. Cool. Enhance pals. Nothing that I really want to do right now with that, but I do want to up my capture power. And yeah, it's exactly like I thought. So we've got a lip monk and a lift monk, and the other ones will probably be different ones later. How are we doing with this crossbow? Did we get it finished up? No. Crossbow is super important for us. Getting ready to have a ranged option is going to be massive. What do we need for the PAL condenser? Let's take a look at what's coming up on the tech tree. Oh, Essence condenser is level 14 and requires some of these ancient technology points, which is fine. I think we're going to want to start breaking into doing some of that. Especially knowing that at 14 we get the PAL condenser. PAL condenser is going to be very important for us. We're also going to want to start getting expeditions unlocked soon, which means beating the first tower. And whatever technology that's at. Is that that? Nope. Egg incubator. Is it an ancient technology for it? No. Apparently not. Where is the expedition site? Breeding farm is 19 under ancient. Hey, the ore mining site no longer requires beating the tower. Level 24, though. Coal ore 2, guild chest at 41, logging site 2 at 43, that's new. Sulfur. Hexalite. That's a new resource and a new quarry. An explosive resistant undershirt. Okay, cool, cool. Lightweight ancient armor is a wee bit massive. Maximum carrying capacity, cold and heat resistance, 840 defense with 2400 health. Wow. So what I didn't see was an expedition site. Can we search for it? Not like that, apparently. PAL expedition. It is level 22. Okay, so we are actually a decent ways off from that. We are also almost out of stone. I don't really want that grenade there. Don't have much in the ways of arrows right now. It's a little alarming. We do have some decent gold, so we can just buy some. We gotta go to the village anyway for this quest. I think that will be fine to plan on buying some arrows while we're there. We'll pick those up. We'll get some cloth being created, just because we have it. Leave the grenade behind too. And let's head out into the great big known world. Feeling pretty good, right? I'm feeling pretty good. What do we have? We gotta go talk to the chef. This was probably the, like, one person I didn't talk to earlier. Yeah, massive tree off in the distance. You don't know what's there. Gonna learn about the towers. Do you say anything cool? Not really. Alright, so he taught me about the Fox Spark harness. Just truthfully not something I really want to go out of my way to get right now. Let's get like, I don't know, 300 arrows. Sound good? Ooh, greens and purples and such. We're gonna enter this dungeon that we haven't entered before. We'll see what we can find in here. Ooh, there's one of those stat boosting flowers that I mentioned earlier with great sell value. My dire hell can't jump high enough. Oh, that's the wrong button. We've got sulfur. Not that I need sulfur right now, but we have some in here apparently. There's a chest. We like chests. Dog coins. We mentioned how we need those. That's good. That's good. All right. We almost do too much damage. It might have been a headshot. Like I might be able to shoot it in the foot or the body and lower it a little bit more, but 500 is a lot. It's a lot for this stage of the game when trying to capture pals. A mercy ring would be great, right? Because 2 arrows would mean that I can pretty much capture any pal at a good rate. Feels like there's a lot going on in here. More dog coins, we like that. You have anything that we care about? You have a lot of food. So no, nothing we care about. You have pals. Artisan is nice, but not really something we need on a dire hell, I guess. Not really anything that I want to invest my hard collected gold into right now. There is a lot to collect, it looks like. I guess like all of these houses have a chance to have something in them. Some of them glow enough that we can see what's in them from outside. Another schematic, we like that. Nails we're not really mad about. There are definitely worse things to get than more nails. Especially with ingots taking so long for us to produce right now. I don't really want to take forever producing ingots to then just convert them into nails. I mean, I will if I have to, right? But it's not what I want to do. Oh, gosh. Okay. We're gonna get this. And then we're gonna go up to that rock face. And then we're gonna jump down to this house. I want to get in that house, dagnabbit. There's a stat boosting flower, it looks like. Thank you. I've kind of lost track of what I've collected and what I haven't, what houses I've been to. Oh, that's kind of fun. I'll just hit the majority of these. I don't think we need to aim for like 100% clear rate, even if there are a lot of good opportunities for things. We've gotten really lucky with our dungeons so far. I don't need sulfur right now. I'm not going to worry about picking all that up for carry weight reasons. Anything in here that we care about? Not really. I see that purple glow. That's almost assuredly a chest. Stuck on a lamp. Purple Ancient Tech Manual. Did we check this house? Yeah, okay. Ooh, treasure chest. I wonder if there's anything up there.
Yep.
No, I'm gonna say no. Oh, missed that one. Another very expansive room. Okay. Okay. Got a Dragon Burst skill fruit. That sounds pretty badass.
Yep.
My stamina might be too low to reach the top here. Oh, barely did it. All right. What else do we have going on? We can go up there. Anything this way? No. Okay. Up this way. More loot. We like loot. Is that cold? Oh, a duck. Takes me so long to reload. Okay, dodge that bullet. Oh. Can we capture any of these daggum ducks? Yay, ta-da, go me. Okay. And that one's noble. Cool. That gives us 2 noble pals, a noble chicken and a noble one of these, which are great. When we do need to go buy and sell at the village, we can try to set up a little noble party so we can buy things for cheaper and sell things for more. In chests. Not bad stuff. Alright. Most importantly there, I think I love the gold. That was a pretty decent amount of gold. How are we doing on weight? We're doing fine on weight. Okay. Go ahead and learn both of those. Learn all of those. We're gonna save our flowers for now. We can sell those for pretty good gold. Actually, let's make sure they didn't nerf that. I can't talk to you while writing. Kind of weird, but okay. Wrong button. Talk and sell. Oh, not that. These. Yeah, 2,000 a piece. Not bad for just things that we picked up in the bottom of the cave, right? And that's without any noble pals, so that represents 10,000 gold right there. Super easy peasy. I want to make my way to the church, which is right there, so if I cut across... Let's see if we can get around a little bit better. Whoops, can't talk while writing. You need a pal that has water. And I think I don't give a fuck. Alright, get it? Don't give a fuck. Oh, what's that? gonna be so hard capturing. I did call it before I built the crossbow. I'm like, man, I think it's gonna do too much damage. I think I'm gonna need the Ring of Mercy with it too. Bummer. I was right. Or I just need to find an area with more resilient pals, I guess. How are you guys? Decently resilient? Look at you take... Oh, nope, never mind. I lied. Yay. That. We're knocking him out too much. I think especially without Mercy Ring, I need to remember, like, I have a decent chance to capture these things just when they're at like 50% health. I don't need to try to get all of them to 1. No. Come on, dude. Okay. You're kind of annoying me. Inability to get up rocks is very noticeable, Dire Owl. But you're so fast. Look at us go. See what you got, weird dude. Oh, they sell the handbooks now. That's pretty cool. But he does not sell the Mercy Ring any longer. Less good. Remember when this guy killed me in like 2 hits earlier? I'm gonna get my revenge now. There's one mad at me for fighting his friend. Flying Pal up there. We definitely want to consider capturing him. Not my favorite flyer, but the fact that it is an early flyer is not bad. Plus, just the experience of capturing pals is always nice. What level are? Can we see? 13? Alright. Having ranged weapons opens up so much for us. Foxspark Harness takes a decent amount of leather, which we may not have a good supply of. So capturing some pals and taking out some pals as we're running through, not a terrible idea. Fast travel point right over there that we have not picked up yet. We are okay with going that way. Do you take fall damage? Cool. We don't have a Hengu. Missed that. Missed that too. To be fair, Hengu's kind of hard to hit. Got a little bit of a like hollow body. I do want to capture those dire hells, both for condensing and if they happen to have runner, I'd be very pleased. Oops. Another fire pal we are okay with. Up to level 16 already. This is what I was talking about. With having the ranged weapon, we're feeling pretty good. I want to hit this fast travel point because I'm probably going to die, but I want to come up here and see if I can interact with this crap. There's a lot of eggs. Look at that. Jacked your eggs. Now, Depressos. We need y'all. There's a quest later that gets a lot of, we need a lot of the poison essence things that Depressos happen to drop. Plus just being able to capture a bunch of these things are not bad. Okay, I need that out of the way, please. Reload. Hold on, get that out of the way. We reloaded? Nope. Oh, we gotta hit better. This mounted combat is great. Ah, yeah, that worked out great. Chest over here, we'll grab that super fast. Grab this. You have anything cool to say? Oh, we can't talk to you because we're riding a pal. Dire Hell, get over here. Did they move that tower? I also want to make my way to one of those, like, I'm assuming that's the watchtower. I don't know what that is. Supply drop. You guys are resilient enough to take a couple of crossbow hits. That means I probably shouldn't be in this area yet. Woo. You also deal a little bit more damage than the other things that I've been fighting. Maybe I shouldn't be in this area yet. Capture rate's a little bit lower. Ice organ. don't think I need berry seeds. We can get rid of those. Ice organs feel more important. I'm very close to being unalive. Pick up this pal soul. Everything's asleep. We don't care about handgun ammo right now because we don't have handgun. Avoid that thing. Avoid those guys. We have no health. I'd like to go to that supply drop, but the whole no health thing is... Uh-oh. That dude's aggressive. We have a pretty good amount of gold on us. Things still mad? No, things don't seem mad right now. Okay, so... I'd like to stick my head in here if I can without getting things mad at me. Let's see what's in here. So I can have the map filled in. I also want to pick up these megaspheres. We got our Nikes on. We're going places. Look at us. Vroom vroom. What else do we have? Uh-oh. Kinda didn't want to fall there. By kinda, I mean I definitely didn't want to fall there. Make it work. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It has to be fine. This treasure chest. It feels like there's a lot going on right there. Oh my god, what? What is angry? What just threw fire that killed that cat? What is this big bee? Oh, that's a Liz bee. Okay. Well, we definitely don't want to fight any bee guards. We actually get pretty terrified of bee guards. Ooh, red treasure chest. It's so close to the guy that's hostile all the time. Hold on. It's a really good sphere. Inventory management. And a training manual? Yeah, we want that too. Okay. What's in here? Hack. Nope. Get off of that. Hack. What? Send power from the sword to all channel. What? I don't really know what it's asking me to do. Okay, so it's hit all the ones that don't stop it. Hold on, we need that sword schematic. I don't do fishing yet. Alright, where... We have a fast travel point this way. It might be up there. Run, Dire Hell. Run. Get us to safety. Can we do this? Are we safe enough? Run, run, run. Dog coins are the main things we're looking for here. Alright, so supposedly right up on top of that ledge, maybe. What is this? Hello? Oh, we hacked this. We know what to do now. Hacking? Alright. In the correct position. Well, this is different. I don't know what success looks like. A life pendant schematic. We want that too. We don't need course ammo. What level are you? More than me. What level are you? More than me. Alright, can I go up these rocks? In a safe kind of way? And not get instant exploded? Oh, nope, things are mad. Things are not happy, and we're stuck without stamina. Let's see if we can move here, Dire Hell. Move in this direction. Advance away. Oh, I hear a Lucky Pal. I want to fight the Lucky Pal. I want to try to capture the Lucky Pal. This level 20. I am not. I want to go somewhere that's not here. And then I want to go somewhere that is here. Yay, look at me. Look at me, I'm here. Okay, whew. That was fun, wasn't it? What do we need to do? We know we need to do this, like this. We don't have the technology for it yet. Fox Smart. We got a quest for you. We leveled a good bit. That was a good outing. We're gonna need megaspheres and the sphere workbench. We're gonna need the average food bag. We're gonna need wheat and a mill. Wooden boards are new. I haven't seen those yet. We're gonna need the Nightwing saddle, most likely. Cooking pot is a definite. We got some ancient technology points. I think PAL condenser is probably the one that I want the most so far. I mean, grappling gun's good too. Hip lantern's good too. But this PAL condenser is important to me. Let's see. So we want to hit R. What else do we want on this don't deposit list? We don't want this sphere on the don't deposit list. And we don't want arrows on the don't deposit list. We do want it on the don't deposit list. Okay, store all of that crap. I'm gonna need more storage. And right now, I think the easiest thing is just kind of keeping it all together in this general area. A level 3 sword is pretty good. We're probably going to have to make that soon. Alright, our inventory is looking a lot better all of a sudden. What do we need to make this sword? We need wooden boards. We only need 4 of them, and that's already an epic weapon. I think we're going to take that. Grab this stuff. We need a medical bench. Where the hell's the medical bench? Oh, hiding way down here at the bottom. Let's sort our pals. Just default search is fine. You can drop venom glands. That's pretty neat. You sometimes drop wool. You also sometimes drop wool. You have fire 1, handiwork 1, wood cutting 1, and transport 1. Like, that just feels like it brings so much to the party. You can drop flame organs, you can drop gold coins, all of that's nice. Fine furs is also not nice. Or, is also pretty nice. What was farmhand again? Farming work suitability +1. I don't really know how that's working, because it doesn't show on your skills. I also don't really know what a farming suitability is. But I can say I like you a lot more than him. And this dude is gathering 1, woodcutting 1. I don't have gathering. Do I need an extra gatherer? Not really. I'm cool replacing one of you guys, too. Base upgrades is V. A spear workbench. We are going to need one of those, in fact. Let's see if we can't throw that down real quick. Grab that wood and start making that sword. Cooking pot, wheat, and a mill. We ain't got enough stuffs. Interesting that boards take nails. That sword is going to take forever to make. actually did have enough leather for that. Nifty swifty. Hit repair all there. It's pretty dangerous, but we are going to need everything anyway. What are we doing on food? Does have a decent amount of baked berries. We can put some more pals in. Specifically up to 3 more pals. You guys are just so versatile. It's kind of hard not to. Gold coins are also not bad, but Vixie can get me gold coins as well as spheres, as well as arrows. Let's see, you guys do watering and gathering, which I'm pretty good at. Transporting, whatevs. Not terribly worried by it. I only have 1 wool producer. 1, 2, 3 people in the farm. I could drop in another wool producer. Could start getting some electric organs, but I don't think I care that much. What does logging foreman do again? Oh, player logging efficiency. I don't care about that. I mean, I'll probably just drop an alpaca. Get some more wool. It's either that or another Vixie, and I don't know that there's really a wrong choice. We do need some more beds right about now. That sword's gonna take forever to make. Oh, Lord. What would we just put you on it? Permanent. Alright. Where are we in the great scheme of things? We are... We've been streaming for about 3.5 hours. We're up to level 17. We've got a base that is maybe not the best base in the world, but it's a base. We're getting started. We got some pals filling it out. Everybody's got a job that's contributing. We can get the iron going a little bit more effectively once we get some better miners. The idea of better miners opens up the idea we could be starting to attack Pin King, chill it, get some of those ancient tech points. This tower is also a great opportunity, right? I think Pin King is going to be a really big one for us because that is a guaranteed higher level miner, or at least it was in the older edition. So being able to get somebody out that can start generating some of this ore, chill it for the ancient tech points is also not bad. And chill it's a fast swimmer, so maybe we can start hitting some of the islands around us too. So that's going to give us an idea of where we're going. What I'm going to do is turn off the stream for a little bit, take a little bit of a break, maybe grab something to eat, and I will be back soon. And we'll see what else we can do. I'm going to leave the game running so that Sword can keep crafting, but we will be back. GG's.